Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Every Other Sunday game on Actual Play. Tonight we have Michael Addison from Nerdy Pub Games as our guide to Rebels of the Outlaw Waste. All channel proceeds are split between the Black Lives Matter and the Trans Legal Defense and Education Fund. How is the Kickstarter, Michael?
It's going good. We funded in 48 hours, which was a surprise to me. A good kind of surprise.
Nice.
We just hit a stretch goal, so we're adding another background for Rebels. So now you can play the Time Stuck, which is a refugee from either the past or the present or the future that has a semi-functioning time travel device and either knowledge of the past or the future. So that'll be fun to add to the mix.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
That is nice. I like that. Very cool.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. How has the week been for you, Misha?
So my kid is in marching band. So Friday night they had a game, and then yesterday they were performing at a homecoming parade for one of the local colleges, and they took second place. So, which is pretty good for a band that's like a quarter brand new people who have like, oh, I have never played this instrument before.
Oh wow!
September. Yeah, my kid being one of them. I mean, they'd played violin before, so they knew music. But this is the first time playing saxophone, so they've been doing pretty good. It's been kind of interesting. And then next week we're doing Renfest, and then after that I have a wedding, and then after that is Big Bad Con. So it's gonna be really exciting few weeks coming up.
Yes. What about you, Judd? How's your week been?
It's going all right. Yeah, kind of. It was the week before I had overdone it game wise, and so this week was a little bit more chill, and it was nice. Yeah, and even I think one of my games got canceled and didn't shake out, and that was all right. And so yeah, it's been nice and kind of chill, nice, kind of low key. It's good.
Nice.
It's good. Getting some editing done on a project that has been on my desk literally for years, and I'm trying to get like off. So working on that, and I've got the track changes. I'm on page 70 of 174. So we'll keep pushing on that. We'll probably do like another 20 minutes after the game tonight, and then just keep at it. Yeah. So that's good. Things are going all right. It was a productive week.
Great.
Good. What's new with you, Jeremiah?
Oh, not much. I was in New Jersey last week for work, so I got to have very, very rainy weather as Ian blew up the coast. It just water.
Yeah.
It was very soggy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. And then I guess I'll see Misha at Big Bad Con.
Nice.
What part of New Jersey?
I was in Paramus, which is a little north of Newark.
Oh yeah. I know Paramus. Yes, I used to hang out at the Paramus Mall.
Yeah, we've got some really big projects there with the utilities. So we got like 8 more sites to go to in the next year. So I'll be spending more time up there.
Gotcha. I saw your face, Judd.
Yeah. No, Paramus was definitely not the mall I hung out at, but I knew it existed, and
I think I know which one you're talking about because I think we drove by what looked like a really old ratty mall that's barely holding on.
They're kind of all old and ratty and barely holding on
everywhere at this point.
If they are, like, they just look like these haunted. They look like something right out of this game. Really, is what they look like.
One of our local malls. I remember vividly when it opened and was brand new and shiny, and they're tearing it down now. And I'm like, okay, I am apparently older. The life cycle of a mall is apparently shorter than my life cycle, which is like significantly shorter. It's very, very disturbing.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. The mall, me and my friend, the 2 malls We grew up between Seaview Square Mall and Monmouth Mall, and both of those malls are just like cemeteries. They're just like, and one of them is being like ripped down by the Kushner family, married into the Trump family to like make condos or some shit. It's just ridiculous. Like, as if like they were just like, can we make something worse than a mall? Sure. Yeah. What would that be? High end condos on the Jersey Shore. Oh yeah, that's even more reprehensible. Congratulations. A moment of silence for those ridiculous places.
Yes, that is too funny.
Let's get to it. Let's
sure
do this thing.
Yeah. So how about I'll do a quick recap of what we're playing and where we left off. So we're playing Rebels of the Outlaw Wastes. We are in post-apocalyptic Florida, and it is ruled by the Community of Tomorrow and the Imagineers. Our characters are a band of fugitives that are resisting the despotic control of the swamplands. We have an ex-Imagineer, James S5, played by Mad J. We have an electrical-powered punk with amnesia named Anita, played by Misha. We have an animatronic Abraham Lincoln, Aberbot, played by Judd. And we have a mutant gator man that is a master of the swamp named Buck, played by Jeremiah. In our last session, the crew received a message from Mother Earth in form of a vision that showed a rocket that everyone recognized as one that is staged in Cape Canaveral. The squad went to investigate and discovered a cult of designated survivors that are awaiting the arrival of the president and his cabinet to join them on the rocket and ascend to a new America. And in the process of investigating that site, they discovered that inside the rocket was a cryogenic chamber that contained the frozen heads of the 9 old men, which Aberbot surreptitiously rendered into a pile of pink ice cubes. And you were able to make friends with Janet, who is the daughter of a NASA engineer that was once part of the group, and discovered that the rocket itself is not receiving fuel because the fuel is being leaked into the swamp. So the crew headed into the swamp to discover the origin of the leak. They found it. You've got it stopped, but you also encountered Big Gulp, a 20-foot techno-junk alligator with shards of glass fused into its back. And in the distance is the hum of approaching mosquitoes. So one quick little bit of business. I think at the end of the last session, Judd, you had gotten enough marks to get a badge for Aberbot.
Yes.
So would you
Sticker time!
Yes. Would you like to choose one?
Yes. Let me find my character sheet.
All right. I'll see if I'll bring up a badge sheet here so we can all kind of look at that. Should have that here soon.
I will just do this right in Affinity. No, I don't think that's the most up to date one. Hold on, sorry.
No, I think we need. There we go. Okay. So yeah, here. Let me zoom in here a little bit. So this is just kind of my prototype version of stickers, but
I think it was Things Smashed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been under muscles.
Yep. Neat.
All right, yeah. So you'll get to choose one of these badges to add to your sheet. If you want, I don't know if you want to copy paste or you just want to circle somewhere else or just keep track for the purposes of our game tonight.
Yeah,
So you
I will make a screenshot. 1 second. There we go. Can you do that? Okay. Yeah, and I think the one fun. 1 second, sorry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab the fists.
Nice.
ham fists.
Ham fists, yep.
Great. Okay, so yeah, you now have a new outcome that you can buy for any roll for muscles. That so for one success, you can do damage and stun an enemy.
Got it.
Great.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you. That is fun.
All right. So the group, you find yourselves. So you're currently on a power station or a pump station in the middle of the swamp. It's the middle of the night, I believe. So James S5, you're driving the hover van, and
Yes.
you've got Big Gulp circling around below, following you. And Jeremiah, Buck was just looking for some equipment, maybe some leftover equipment that could be used to help clean up the spill.
Yeah.
When a loud crash drew the attention of some mosquitoes. So there's currently one that has come to light on a tree just a few feet away from you,
Yep.
and it sounds like there's more on the way. So I believe everybody else is inside the pumping station. So you've got a moment here where you can see the mosquito. What are you going to do?
I want to try to take that one out before running inside.
Okay, great. All right, how would you like to take it out?
I think I just want to get right underneath it almost, and throw my bolas up into the engine of it, get it all tangled up, and bring it down.
Okay.
So I think that would be because waste is used for kind of sneaking up on them, right?
Yeah. That's sort of a huntery thing. I think that makes sense. You could use waste for that.
And I'll be using my bolas as gear. It sort of feels cowboyish.
Yes, definitely.
Almost like
Wrangling a little doggy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's see. How's our? That's a good roll. Yeah. Let's just okay. There we go. Okay. It's 2 successes.
Okay, great.
So I guess I'm gonna do it, and I mean, I know I shouldn't make it explode, but I kind of want
Explode.
Sure.
Come on, it's the last session. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, because I mean, I guess I could avoid blowback, but what's the fun there?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose my Firefly, make it explode option.
Great. All right. You hurl the bolos. They whirl through the air and wrap around its lawnmower blade mouth parts. It turns and sees you, so its myriad eyes turn towards you, and it starts up its engine. You hear a burr of the engine starting. The bolos clench the machinery of the engine, and it seizes just as 2 other mosquitoes come closing in on you. It explodes, and shrapnel hits the other 2. Their gas tanks explode. and they go wheeling off into the swamp. But your blowback is going to be that your bolos are completely wrecked. So you end up with the weighted ends kind of bouncing separately onto the deck next to you.
You have to fix those later.
Yeah, so they're going to need some repair. But you do get a new die for the ride or die pool. And so that will give you a D4, a D6, and a D8 that anyone can use to add to a roll. So inside the pumping station, you hear a large explosion and then a couple of smaller explosions.
And then probably a very loud, whoop of triumph.
Yes.
Woo! Okay, that means he's okay.
Right.
Florida man uses bola to make giant bugs explode. I feel like that's probably something that has been a headline before.
That feels very Florida man.
Feels real.
Plenty of ways to make a lawnmower explode.
Oh God, so many, so too many ways to make a lawnmower explode.
Nice. So I'm just trying to get a feel for what just happened. Did they all explode? Just one explode? What was the?
Yeah, so they've all been wiped out. So the first one exploded and took out the others that were closing in.
Damn, Buck.
Yeah, go big or go home.
Yeah,
right.
Good job.
Love it.
I can imagine actually after the smoke clears a second, just popping my head back into the door. It's all clear.
Yeah, so Jay,
what did you do?
What I had to.
So Jay, you can see some explosions lighting up the upper deck of this pumping station.
I might, unless we've got radios, I might, maneuver so I can see to make sure everyone's okay.
You see a celebratory buck standing amidst the wreckage of some of these creatures.
Got my hat off.
Then I will keep Big Gulp chasing me.
All right.
We were trying to turn it off. I'm like, what were we trying to do in the?
Trying to figure out how to stop the pump and.
Yes.
So you've turned off the pump. You can still see there's kind of a sheen of fuel that's already leaked out into the swamp. So what do you want to do next to try and either fix this situation safely or perhaps permanently?
Burn it off, right?
Oh. No.
No, is that bad?
No.
I mean, it'll all burn up and be gone, right?
Yes, but so will the swamp.
Big Gulp is a unique and beautiful creature. You'd be destroying Big Gulp's habitat.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think Anita's looking around. Is there a reverse function? Is there any kind of spill containment solutions? Is there there's got to be something for what to do in case of spill around here?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So let's have you do an action roll. What skill would you like to use for that?
It feels kind of like science. We're trying
Sounds
to
good.
science a solution.
Yeah, try to make sense of the controls that are here in the pumping station. Do you have? Oh, you know what? You still have a D6 boost. So you got a signal from this station, so you have a little bit of knowledge of the systems that are in play here. You could use that for this roll if you wanted.
Yeah, let's do that. And you said that we have a 6, an 8, and a 4 in the pool.
Yeah.
I'll take the 4.
Okay. And then, do you have any equipment that you want to use on that?
The
Any gear?
wrist computer.
Nice. I think that makes
It
sense.
might have something useful.
Yeah. Help you analyze how the machinery works.
1 success.
Oh, okay, great. So you, yeah, let's see. Which result do you like better? I'll let you choose. Do you want to find either? Do you want to either find a way to reverse the pump, like set the pump to reverse, or do you want to find sort of like a spill neutralizer sort of system?
I'd rather find a neutralizer, I think. I don't necessarily want other people to have access to the fuel.
Right. Okay. All right.
So
Yeah.
I'd rather clean it up.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say you find an emergency system. There's a release that will it'll spray a bunch of neutralizing chemical into the water that will neutralize the fuel. So it'll become inert and then just kind of degrade over time. So it's just a quick lever to pull that. But we're going to say it's going to take you some time to, since when you first got there, you pulled the plug on all of the power for the system. So you end up having to kind of cycle a backup generator to get it working again. So we're going to add another tick to our fuse, which brings us closer to the arrival of the litigators. So James, S5, as you're driving around, you spot just over your shoulder, back towards the horizon in the direction of Cape Canaveral, you can see some lights. They look like floodlights from this far. They're just kind of casting. They're like the light is bouncing back off of the clouds overhead. It looks like there are searchlights over the Cape Canaveral site now.
Gotcha. Do they look like Imagineer searchlights?
Yes, they very much look like it's a grand opening day, and all the lights have kicked on to shine on the surface of all the attractions.
I love that.
So they're like waving back and forth. They're not just static.
Right,
Yeah. Yep.
Hello, everybody. Nice.
So after a few moments, you start to hear the internal guts of this pumping station running, and a purplish fluid begins to be pumped out into the swamp where the fuel was spilled, and you can see a little bit of an exothermic reaction happening there. So there's a little bit of steam coming off of the swamp now.
So it's even more human.
Yes.
Sorry. It was necessary. Yeah, I think she's content with, it's all right. We got that's good. We got it less explosive, because still nobody smoke or throw matches or spark things up or anything just yet. She's looking straight at Buck.
I already got my exploding out of the way. I'm good.
Okay.
Do we have to plug a leak or anything, or remove whatever other fuel is here? Is that a thing?
So Anita, you can see that there are gauges here inside the pumping station. There are still some reserves left inside the tanks.
There's still some.
Yeah, the
Not a
leak
lot.
has stopped. The leak has stopped for now.
It's not pumping out anymore, so we should be okay. Should being the operative word.
Could we use this cleanup stuff to kind of plug the hose or the fuel line back to the rocket?
Sure.
Right? So that we can never use this as a fuel source again is what I'm trying to figure out. How do we kill this forever and for good?
Or hear me out. Rocket powered van.
I like rocket powered van. I'm all for it. I like it.
But it may explode. I'm all for cutting the pipeline to the rocket.
Yes.
That sounds like a thing we might want to do.
And I think somebody has a laser torch, doesn't they? Don't they?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Lasers probably don't make a lot of fire.
I mean, it's a bit of heat. Well, if I remember right, the rocket already wasn't getting the fuel because there was some big leak, and that's what we came to fix.
Right.
So I don't think they have a way to get rocket fuel to the rocket.
Oh, problem solved.
All right, then. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Then, yeah.
probably just neutralizing all the fuel that we can and calling it good.
I'm good with that. And, if we have a little left over for,
I mean, there's
for
a
the
little
van.
in the tank, but
Like a little bit of nitrous,
Yeah.
Nitrous.
okay, but I am not driving or sitting over where the tank is.
Follow-up question: How much of those mosquitoes are left salvageable?
Yeah, there's bits and pieces. You could try and salvage some of that.
I bet we could have one for our own.
You want a pet mosquito?
Well, it might be handy. Like a little mascot.
Sure. Why not? It's only a blood-sucking critter. It's fine. It's not going to bite us.
We'll be controlling it. We'll be in control.
I don't think you understand how insects work.
Well, I knew enough to make it explode.
Yes.
Which
Brain
isn't a
the
thing normal
size of the
insects
eye of a
do.
needle. Actually, not even a brain. Because, invertebrate.
Fine, I won't make a mosquito though.
But, like I said, if you want to try to domesticate the mosquito, go ahead. I'm just going to be over here where it won't bite me.
But not on top of the rocket.
But not on top of
power
the gas tank either.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So I guess I'm coming in to pick you guys up. It feels like we've got everything done here.
Yeah,
Except for
big gulp.
Big Gulp.
Big gulp.
So
Well, yeah, but we're on there's like a second floor of this tower, right? So we can climb up.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can do this in one pass.
Okay. I think it makes sense to have you make an action roll to pilot in to pick everyone up.
I don't want to co-GM or anything like that, but I feel like they need action rolls to get in. I'm driving by, right? No, I'll roll. I got it. All right, what do I have here? I have wheels at D6.
Mm-hmm.
That might be it.
Well, you get the D6 for the van.
Yep, D6 for the van.
All right, so that's 2d6. I think there's a d6 in the pool too, isn't there?
There's a
Yeah.
D6 and a D8.
Oh, is there?
Yep.
I'll take the d8.
There you go.
All right.
So I have 2d6 plus a d8.
I am, since Big Gulp is on your tail, I'm going to treat that as a hazard. So you're going to have one hazard.
Gotcha.
So after you make your roll, then roll another d6. And
Gotcha.
if that's a success, that'll cancel one of your other successes.
Gotcha. That's fair. All right, here we go.
2.
Oh, look at that. And then I got to roll a d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
clear.
Nice.
I'm in the clear.
All right.
I like it. Everybody in?
Sure. You're going to go no blowback for that?
Yes, no blowback.
All right, great. All right, you pull up, everybody jumps in, you pull away. Big Gulp smashes into what's left of the pumping station and just starts going berserk and destroying the lower half of it, but you get everybody aboard and safely away.
Where we headed? Where we going? What's next?
So does Mother Earth like let us know we're done, or how does this work?
Not immediately, usually.
You know, we're not her support call center.
Just cryptic. I mean, time scales, kind of, weird. I don't know.
I point back out over to where the Imagineers are at Cape Canaveral with the searchlights.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if that's a thing, or
Are they looking for us?
are those folks going to be all right?
Uh,
I mean, sounded like they were making a deal with them. So,
And I think we've handled anything dangerous over there, yeah?
hopefully,
well,
well, I'm guessing the Imagineers won't be happy to find out the 9 heads are gone.
Well, they're not gone, right?
Right.
They're just popped, right?
I mean, they aren't really heads anymore.
More like just jam.
Slush.
You made the world's worst icy.
Between this and Big Gulp, there's a lot of, that going around. A lot of that imagery.
Do we like, I don't know, check on them?
So you've still got Janet with you, right? You brought her out here.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, then I guess we're taking her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says the litigators they wanted the heads of the 9 old men.
that's not happening.
Oh, they can have them.
What's going to happen to my people then?
Well, I mean, if they aren't there, or if they aren't useful.
Yeah. If the Imagineers, if they don't get what they want, what do you think they're going to do to my people?
Probably
Nothing good.
depends on, like, if it's not possible to get what they want, or if they think they can just, annoy the hell out of them, since it's not possible for them to get what they want, like they have like, hey, this is where they were. I think they'll be okay. That makes sense. I mean, they shouldn't just torment people just because that would be really uncool of them.
But they will. They are uncool.
They definitely will.
Yeah, that's the thing we do.
Janet,
This is my fault. I will.
I think they do.
If you drop me off, I will take responsibility and let them know that I did it.
But what
Janet
are they
looks
going to do?
at. Oh, go ahead. Janet looks at you, Averbot, and says, "You can just give them a presidential order, right? And they'll go away. They have to listen to you.
Yeah,
You're a president."
The Imagineers do not listen to presidents. They have their own way of doing things, and it's not always legal, and it's not always just. It's not always. It's very rarely democratic. It's all right. Let's go, and I'll explain what happened.
Won't they just like take you back?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Okay, if you're sure.
I'm sure they will not take me back.
They might do worse.
Yes. They will almost certainly do worse.
We could fight them.
We could.
Really couldn't make that mosquito.
We could. I believe we'll lose.
We did take some of that jet rocket fuel, though, right?
We did.
All right.
Got a thermos full.
Nice.
Sure.
So I'm thinking we get Janet home. We claim responsibility for the thing that they cannot have, and then we hightail it out of there with the jet rocket fuel. Hopefully, we can outrun them and hide someplace.
Oh, so we're not exploding the rocket fuel.
No, I don't know what we would blow up, but my hope is
Imagineers.
if we say we did the damage, then they'll leave Janet's people alone.
What if we tell them we move the heads to the station and let Big Gulp get them?
I think
Nice.
yeah.
It's a good lie.
I think we're still on the run, though.
Yeah, but then the Imagineers aren't chasing us because Big Gulp got them.
I think they'd still chase us.
I think so, too. Maybe not immediately.
Well, yeah, but by then we can hightail it out of here.
Right. I like that.
Maybe
seems
find
fair.
someplace that's less humid.
I like it humid. My skin gets very dry otherwise.
Fine. Guess we can find somewhere differently humid.
That'd be good.
So I'll
I've
hightail
heard,
it. Go
I've
ahead.
heard the keys are really nice this time of year. There's only a few mutant rats out there.
And the key deer.
That's right,
That's
the
the
key
key
deer.
They're adorable. Have you looked at pictures of key deer? They're like so cute. They're like this big.
I am now.
I am now. So I'll make our way to the searchlights.
Okay.
It sounds like we got a plan.
All right. You're racing across the swamp through the dark. The lights grow closer. You can see the sheen of the rocket on the launch pad in the light of the searchlights as you get closer, and you can make out. It looks like there are drones kind of circling around in the area. and you can see a group of people that have gathered on the gravel path that leads up towards the rocket, and they're just kind of watching the drone circle them in apprehension. But it looks like their main convoy hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, okay.
So you are, we'll say you're maybe, I don't know, maybe half a kilometer out. So by the time you kind of have like a good idea of what's ahead of you, so you have a moment to decide what you want to do before you're on the scene.
I'm trying to remember when I climbed up into the like cockpit and stuff of the rocket. Like I figured out that it wasn't getting fuel, but did it already have any? Like, is there any fuel at all in the rocket's engines from what I saw? I don't remember.
Yes. So it requires, so the rocket required kind of a mixture. So it had one component that it needed, and then what was being pumped in would activate it. You have some of that now.
Okay, just keeping my options open.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of oxygen stored on the rocket too.
Ooh, that's a good one. Perfect.
For breathing purposes.
That is a good one.
We're gonna die.
Sounds like science.
I mean, it's comic book science. I don't want to bore anyone with detailed science. Science is fun.
It's fine. Outlaw science.
Yeah. Rebel science.
Yeah, I will try to get us as close to the rocket as I can get.
Okay. Are you going kind of stealthy, or are you just kind of gunning it to get there? ASAP.
Well, I'm thinking because if the Imagineers aren't physically here yet, except for a couple drones or whatever, if we can get in and quickly like convince her people to get the hell out of Dodge, that they should run.
Right.
There's too many people in that community to like pile in the van, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I figured.
But you don't have like escape vehicles or anything, right?
No. The plan was always to board the rocket and ascend. We don't want to run away from it.
Well, that's not going to be easy.
So if we go and make it look like we're taking something out of it, maybe that'll be enough for them to believe that we took the things.
Oh, wait. You know what? My boyfriend, Riff Raff, he has a hoverboard gang. They have hoverboards.
That could be helpful. I don't think that's going to be enough to get all of you out.
I think we're going to need to stop the Imagineers. I don't think we're going to move anyone. That's just my guess.
Maybe we can get enough of Janet's people away from the rocket. The Imagineers are going to the rocket.
Mm-hmm.
We blow the rocket up.
Yeah, exactly. Put a sign on the front that said Walt Disney's Frozen Head here with an arrow.
Because they're going there anyway, right? No matter what we say, they're gonna want to hands-on, eyes-on, see what they came for. Is it there? What condition it's in, right? Yeah. I would. Nobody's ascending, right? And I say that to Janet. And nobody ever was, right? I don't know what that's about, where that came from.
She looks a little downcast, and she says, I know.
But maybe, we can make it look like a fireworks party, right?
Oh dear.
She pulls out her graphing calculator and she says, "Exactly how big of an explosion are we talking here?"
How big can we get?
I think that depends on how much is left in the tanks and what we brought.
She says, "I think if we can get everybody inside the hangar, they should be far away enough that they should be out of the blast zone."
Agreed. I mean,
Alright.
that's what they were built for in the first place, just in case it blew up on the doohickey.
Right.
What's the name? I forget what it's called. Stand.
Right. Yeah, the launch pad, whatever.
Thank you. I could not remember that word to save my life. What's the word?
You know the word. Say it.
Okay. So you pull the hover van up to the base of the rocket,
Mhm.
right? That's what you're aiming to do. A couple of the drones that are flying around start zooming over towards where you are, and the crowd has noticed you, but they're mostly just kind of holding their ground and waiting to see what the drones are about. So you can the drones themselves, they're kind of orbs. And then they have two circular turbines that sit kind of off-centered towards the back. And then they've got a couple of searchlights that are searching around.
Mr. President, I think the people are going to listen to you more than anybody else here.
Agreed. So
Yeah, I take my beard off and put my mask on, and then put my beard back on the mask.
Let's go wire up some explosives.
Ooh, yeah. Yes, please.
Okay, so you're wiring up explosives. What else is happening?
Saberbot's going to talk to the people.
Right.
Everybody's talking to people. Okay, so who's taking the lead on the explosives?
Oh, sure. I'll help blow things.
Great. All right.
Because I don't want to blow up. You know, it's one of those, if you want it done so that you know that it won't be wrong, you got to do it yourself things. Yeah.
Always true. Always true.
All right. And then what's Buck and James doing?
We could shoot down some drones. I don't know. Nah. That might just... I don't know. I mean, I guess they're going to see us either way pretty soon.
Right.
Oh, maybe if we shoot down the drones before they see us, they won't really know what's going on.
Yes. So yes, I think maybe we're shooting down the drones that are near what we're trying to do.
Nice.
Okay. Let's have you let's resolve that first. We'll have you do that.
Taking down drones. All right. That sounds like some whoop ass.
Yeah.
Nah.
Or bullseye. Bullseye would work too.
Oh, I have my mask of death.
Oh.
I'm going to put that on. I forget what it does, though. I had it written down.
It gives you an extra success on intimidation. Striking fear.
Yeah. And I have my baton as gear.
Yeah. Oh, so are you going to wait for them to get close and then pick them off as they get close, kind of melee?
Yeah, because my bullseye isn't so great.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to have to get in close with these drones. Or the ones that are low enough for me where I can sneak up on. They will get some baton action.
Okay.
All right, so then that's a D10 for whoop ass. Is it a D6 for the baton?
Sure.
It's your personal gear.
And I think that's all I've got. And here that goes. Did it go? No, there it is. Oh, it doesn't like that. Or doesn't it like that?
It did not like that.
There
Here
it
we
is.
go.
2.
Ooh, 2. I like it.
Two.
Excellent. Okay.
How does it keep adding one gear?
All right. So there's a swarm of them heading your way, and you wait for them to get close and start swinging with your baton.
Yes.
So you're going to take out some of them.
Right.
What do you want to do with your second success?
The ones I don't get, maybe I can. Oh, I have no blowback. I don't want to take any blowback.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
great. So,
no.
so you've done some damage, but they are swarming around you. And Buck, what are you up to?
I'm gonna my second piece of gear that I have is a big supply of like fishing line. So I'm thinking like a weight down one end of it and sort of just start like getting into the blades of drones and just spooling it out so they all just, like it's just creating this awful spider web of fishing line, getting all caught in their propellers.
I like that. What skill do you want to use for that?
I'm gonna go with bullseye.
Okay.
And
I like it.
my fishing line is worth a whopping D4. This also feels cowboyish because I'm trying to kind of lasso things.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see. One success.
Okay. You're gonna finish off the rest of the swarm. So you tangle up one and kind of turn it into a spinning weapon of doom. Tangle up some others, and there's some more explosions. But
Not even on purpose this time.
Yeah. Let's see. So here, I'll roll a die. Do you want high or low?
I'll take low.
All right. Okay, so I got low. So your choice. Do you want either you to take damage from just collateral damage from these explosions, or or James will take damage? Your choice.
That was an evil laugh.
Why does he get to choose?
Because he picked low and it was low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is an evil laugh. Jeremiah.
It is. I agree.
That is a truly evil laugh.
To be fair, I did think about it. No, I think Buck is so self-involved in what he's doing that like collateral damage is a given, and somehow he's sort of in the eye of the storm. And I think James S5 kind of having to be right up close to whack these guys, that he gets caught in the drone whirlwind of death somehow.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, so James, you are blasted. So you've got that as a severe hazard.
All right.
And that'll last until you can either treat it or rest.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay, so you've cleared out the drones. You've got a moment where there aren't any of the Imagineers' eyes on you. Aberbot, you've got the face that they gave you
Right.
back on, and you've got eyes turning in your direction towards the rocket for the crowd that's sort of gathered a little ways down.
Yes.
Sure, all this chaos is totally not going to be a problem.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, not my strong suit, but I guess I'll sway and I'll stand up in front of them and say, this rocket, the myths you have surrounding it, and the men that you were storing in it are lies. And then I'll peel my face off.
That's amazing. Okay.
Say you need to rethink your society and make some changes.
Nice. Okay. Let's have you make an action roll. Do you want to
Yeah.
sway for that?
Yep. And
Since you're revealing the servos underneath your skin,
oh, awesome.
I would say you could add your servos to that.
Cool.
That's
Nice.
going to be
Nice.
interesting.
Yes.
And you've got Janet on hand
Yes.
who can kind of talk you up as you're walking up to talk to them.
Yeah.
So she can function like a groupie. Groupie's added D4.
Awesome. So
We also got some ride or die dice.
a D6, a D8, a D4, and I'll totally use some ride or die dice.
Okay.
Um,
Since you're speechifying, do you think Rococo, you're kind of like fancy dress?
oh, yeah. That'll help.
I think that would work.
Yep. How much does that add?
That's a D6.
Okay. And what are the dice that are kind of in the group pile?
D4 through D10. So D4, D6,
Okay.
D8, D10.
I'll take the D8.
Okay.
And I will. It's a lot of dice. I'll roll.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
One's all you need.
That and one success.
One success. I think the crowd is kind of horrified.
Yeah.
They're shocked, but the message is received.
Yeah. Let me look at sway. So
See, if you've got one success, you're really only going to get you do it.
yeah, I think I'm just going to get you do it, and I'll take the blowback.
Okay. I'll let you decide what you want your blowback to be in this situation.
Wow. Yeah, I think I need to know more about the people and like what their bizarro stress reaction is going to be.
Sure.
I mean, is that kind of it, or is it?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, you're basically shattering their world. That
Yeah.
You're basically saying to them that the president isn't coming, right?
Right.
That what you're doing here is not what you think it is.
And I'm not who you thought I was.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think they're going to be violent. At least not towards you. Oh, maybe they go violent against the drones. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like that's not blowback against me though. You know,
That's
I feel like
true.
that's kind of like that's something I want them to do.
Oh, that's fair. I guess I was thinking that would be sort of things are getting out of control.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, because we do want them to leave this area because we're going to blow it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they're just like too out of sorts to leave the area. Like they're just too out of sorts to organize.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, maybe they're just stunned and shocked. Some of them start to fall to their knees and sob.
Cool.
They're just sort of staring in disbelief at your visage and the rocket that no longer holds hope for them behind you.
What's weird is like in the real world, right? Like, you know, our world where we live and where we are gaming and where like Michael and Jeremiah and Misha and Jay and Jay and Judd live. Like there have been a group of people who have gotten together and been like, JFK is coming back. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I feel like I'm like half an inch weirder than that. Like
yeah, I mean, there are people who are like, Elvis is still here. He's living in like
but I mean, like, a large group of people like gathered and were like I don't know. It's just weird that like as weird as this is,
it's not the weirdest thing we've ever seen.
Right.
It's fairly weirder than the real world. Like I just want to like point that surreal out. Is just like
no, that's fair.
The only thing that makes this weirder is that I'm a robot, and like other than that,
it has just ripped off your face.
Other than that, there are people who are like, "Oh, I believe weirder things than that." No, absolutely. Like I anyway. I just
that's
having this moment where I was just like, oh, man.
That's definitely been my experience working on a dystopian RPG.
Yeah,
as our own real world just gets increasingly more dystopian.
Right? Yeah. I bet.
Not to digress too much about that.
Decides, like here, hold right
like
here.
When we break up and like talk about the game and have a chat out of game. At the end of this episode, I would love to like talk more about that because I feel like it's really weird. I'm gonna say one more thing and then we can just get back to like punching things and blowing things up. But I remember like playing like Steve Jackson games, like the Illuminati game, like card game as a kid, because it was a joke, and now it's like not a joke because people believe it. Like I couldn't play that game now because it's just too real. And anyway. Not that it's really real, but people believe it, so making it real. Anyway, it's just and
then it's not funny anymore, right?
It's not funny.
It's a weird space now.
It's a weird space.
Anyway,
okay, so let's make sure that I didn't lose track of what you were actually trying to accomplish. So just to be clear, So what is your you do it? What is what is that?
I think what I do it means is that the Imagineers are not going to be able to marshal these people against us.
Okay, great. Okay, so you got.
I think that's all I really wanted is like they're not going to be pawns of the Imagineers, and you know if this was a longer campaign, I would say, you know, their myth cycle is busted and something else is going to have to replace it. But as it is, the Imagineers not being able to use them is enough for me.
Okay, great. Sounds good. Okay, so you've had this massive effect on this crowd as they come to terms with their new reality. Meanwhile, inside the rocket, Anita, what are you up to?
I am trying to like get all the wires rigged up. Like, okay, I found all the oxygen lines and I found all the fuel lines, and we're gonna wrap them together and we're gonna try to blow this baby up.
Alrighty.
Let's get this party going. Light this candle.
So are you planning I guess you've got to give yourself a little bit of time to get out. Do you want to set it up so you've got like a detonator so you're on a delay?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I think, you know what? We've got this countdown in place. Let's use it.
Yes. I love that.
Nice. Yes.
All right.
And is there some way we could like Shanghai Anita's powers into this? I know that like in the wishes we were talking about like, hey, let's see Anita unleash. So is there something I don't know. Is there or is there not? And that'll come later.
That actually could be what sets it off. Is Anita like has to zap it to like make it go.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Love it.
Okay, great. Yeah, let's have you do an action roll to get this set up.
All right, so we got science. I'm going to say I know how to do all this stuff because I've worked on bikes, and being a biker is very useful for that.
Sure. So road repairs. I feel like we've used that phrase before.
And the computer is telling me, you know, like, yeah, this is where the lines are and stuff. And I will take the D4 just for chuckles and grins. One success.
Okay. Okay, so you've got it all rigged up. We'll say this will actually fit pretty well to do this. We'll just say that your blowback is it takes you a little bit of time to get it rigged up. There's a lot of other stuff. A lot of other stuff that's happening outside while you're doing that, anyways. So just as you finish calibrating your detonator with your improvised explosives, everybody outside and you inside, you can hear the sound, the thrum of hover engines as the convoy approaches from the community of tomorrow. So they've got more searchlights. It looks like there's a small pack of guards on hoverboards. They're James, you recognize that leading this group is a hover tank, and this is usually a command vehicle that is often operated by an Imagineer, so one of your fellow Imagineers.
Oof, that's no good.
I know it's fun.
Punch that thing.
I'm hoping it gets caught in the blast.
Right. All right. So
tank. That's impressive.
Yeah. So it comes crashing through the swamp, smashing through trees like a T-Rex, and it lifts itself up onto the gravel path leading towards the rocket, and moves down the path towards the crowd that's gathered, and they start to kind of scatter out of the way as it approaches.
All right, good.
The drones start circling around and spreading out from the tank, and head towards you. And a couple of the hoverboards just kind of like form kind of a defensive perimeter around the tank for the moment, and a gangplank drops in the front of the tank. Two figures step out. They are... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, so much for hiding in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
That was my next move.
Oh, no. So two figures step out. They walk down the gangplank. They're backlit dramatically by the interior lights. They're wearing black business suits from the old world, and they both have gator heads, like mascot heads, concealing their identities.
None.
These are the litigators.
Oh God!
Oh, got it.
Oh,
Well done.
wow!
Can't believe we never saw that coming.
That's
We've
the
been
long
saying
joke.
litigators for like days.
You, sir, are going directly to hell for that. Directly to hell.
Do not pass purgatory.
God.
Oh, that's horrible.
Nice. Nicely played.
I shall have to tell my children about this one. They will hate it.
So one of them has a clipboard, and the other has a writing crop. And they just kind of survey the crowd. And the one with the writing crop shakes his big alligator head in disappointment and motions. The hoverboard guards spread out, and they start swooping down towards the crowd that's kind of scattered. And it looks like they've spotted the director, who is dressed in his ceremonial FEMA hat and windbreaker. And it looks like they're attempting to chase him down. So
Yeah.
what's your next move here?
Did you say like a ramp came down off of the hover tank?
Yes, yeah. So that was the litigators came out of the tank,
Yeah.
and they're just kind of standing on the gravel path now.
And the ramp's still open?
Yeah, ramp's still open.
Okay.
You're not trying to go in there, are you?
I'm just keeping my options open.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait,
What-
we have a hoverboard, don't we?
Yes, you have a
Okay,
hoverboard and
yeah,
your hover van.
Yeah,
and a whole ass hover van.
yeah.
Hover van doesn't have any weapons, does it? Just
No.
No.
Oh, speaking of weapons, what do the hover guards have?
Right. Yeah, the ones on the boards. They're all wearing red jumpsuits, so they're the elite guard from the Red Tower.
Oh,
And they are armed with rifles and batons. So they currently just have shock batons out.
gotcha.
Nice. All right.
So my immediate thought was when you said they were coming in like kind of harrying the crowd, was to jump up and wrestle one off of and take his hoverboard.
All right, cool. Go for it. Let's have you roll.
Get myself a hoverboard. I don't have time to go back to the van.
I'll just take this one.
Yeah. I guess I don't. Moves? Could I do this with moves?
Absolutely.
I could do it with moves. Because it's more about just getting on top of it and shifting him off. So
Yeah.
All right. So I got move. Oh wait, actually no. No, I'm gonna go with my first thought, which was jumping up and wrestling him off because I want to use my wrestling clothes. So I think I'm gonna use muscle.
Okay.
And then my wrestler look. And wait a second. What am I? I have claws. That's all. I'm not really trying to hurt him, I guess. Claws and fangs. Oh, okay. Nah, I'm not trying to damage him. And then what we got? We got a D10 here. I mean, nobody else has got it. I'm gonna take that D10 out of the ride or die.
Do it.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Ooh, one success.
Okay. All right. So you get on the hoverboard. Your blowback is that the guard is still on the hoverboard, and he's not happy about it.
Fair.
He's going to hit you with his stun baton. So you'll take a hazard. So you're just, we'll say you're shocked.
Okay.
You could potentially shake that off through something that would let you clear a hazard. Like if you made a moves roll, you could clear a hazard that way.
Okay.
Okay, so you're currently hanging from the hoverboard. and fighting one of the guards. James, what are you going to do?
I'm getting in the tank.
All right, you're just going to charge and close ground?
Yeah, I think yes. Maybe clothesline the litigator with the riding crop on my way in.
All right.
But I got to take over that tank.
Okay, sweet. Okay. Well, what do you think? Moves for that, or you could use whoop ass to just kind of.
Oh yeah, I will whoop ass from the ramp all the way in to the tank.
Fight your way in.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
You can do it.
I even put my Imagineer mask back on, just for
nice.
effect.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. I have a D10 for whoop ass. I'm going to use my shock baton. I guess we're down to a D6 and a D4 in the ride or die pool.
There's also
I
a
believe
D8.
so.
D8 too.
Ooh, I will take the D8.
Okay.
And then I think I'm good.
Okay.
Oof, I got one success.
Man.
Oh, no, I got no successes.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Right?
Oh.
Nope, that is no successes.
Yeah, no successes.
I don't think you're getting in that tank.
All right.
I think you're right.
You charge up, and you get ready to bring your shock baton around into the side of this gator's head. Just as you're about to hit them, the muzzle of a bolt pistol, a laser pistol, points over their shoulder directly in your face. And holding the gun, you see Sam R3, one of your fellow Imagineers.
Yes.
So she's wearing her Imagineer mask, and through the mask you hear a metallic voice, and she says, "James S5, so nice of you to join us."
It doesn't have to be like this, Sam.
You're a traitor.
Ooh.
And your
You
mom's
walked away from
ugly,
your-
but you know, we don't.
The gator with the riding crop starts tapping his riding crop and says, "More importantly, you're contractually obligated to serve the company. You have a non-compete clause, and we take that very seriously." So, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna, so how do I get back into compliance? I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I'm. How do I get compliant?
Drop it. She gestures with your pistol for you to drop your stun baton.
I drop it.
All right.
Is that it? That was easy. That was it. I'm good again now.
No, under statute 13(4)(a), there is disciplinary action for those that don't follow their directives. I'm afraid you're going to have to come in under custody.
Okay, let's go.
All right, Aberbot, what are you doing while this is happening?
The litigator who with the riding crop who said you have a non-compete clause, I'm just going to crush his head with my hands.
For dramatic effect, we'll say he has his back to you right now too.
All right, great.
He's turned to engage with James.
Yeah. I've got D10 muscle, D8 power servos, and I'm even going to bring my D4 combat knife. So what's that? D10, D8.
If you make a little
D4.
hole, it makes it easier to pop.
Hold on.
Right.
Yeah, get rid of all the other stuff I just rolled. Hold on.
Oh, there should be
D8, D10, D4. There we go. Got it.
There is also now a D8 back in the writer die. Cool.
I'll throw that in there too.
Okay.
And I'm rolling. That
3.
happened? Great.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh yeah, nice.
Great. So I thought it was muscle, but I think I might have made a mistake. Maybe it should have been whoop ass.
You can roll muscle,
Okay.
Yeah. So that's fine. Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
So maybe I don't crush his head. Maybe I just kind of push him. And I think I just push him into the tank or maybe under the tank. So I'll say I do it, no block back, and knock back.
Okay, that works. Oh, well, remember you've got the damage and stun.
Yeah,
So
I'll
you
do
can
the
now
damage and stun. Yeah,
you can
I'll
now
do
do
that instead of
damage.
knockback. Yep.
Okay. That's gonna be enough damage to just like his head's gonna pop. So I think the way we're gonna interpret the stun is instead of the target being stunned, Sam R3 is just completely stunned as you crush the head of this litigator. So she's just staring in disbelief. She takes her eyes off of James S5.
Punch her in the neck.
Nice. I grab her gun.
Okay. What do you think? Whoop ass to do that?
Yeah, whoop ass or I mean, if you're gonna let me choose, I'm gonna choose whoop ass.
Sure. Yeah, that's kind of a hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
Definitely. Disarm somebody.
Dun, 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 dun. And then I'll take that D8 out of the pool. Oh no, Deeperbot took that.
Yeah, there's still a D6 in there though.
Yeah.
Right. I'll grab that.
Okay.
Oof,
Okay.
I got one.
I see. Oh, I'm looking at the right thing. Yeah. Yep. All right. You've got the gun. I think as you're grabbing the gun away from her, she lunges and grabs a hold of your lapel. So she's got a hold of you.
Gotcha.
You've got the gun, but she's got you.
Gotcha.
And she says, when they take you back, they're going to make an example of you.
I'm like, yeah, but he's gonna pop your head, so you'll never know.
All right. Okay. Anita, so you've come out of the rocket with your detonator, and you see a bunch of stuff going on. It's just chaos outside. There's some kind of scuffle in front of the hover tank. Buck is fighting a guard on a hoverboard.
I think she just like takes a quick look around and yells, "Everybody to the hangar!"
Okay. Yeah, the folks that can hear you, they either start running towards the hangar or they just start running towards into the swamp.
That works too. Run! Move! Go!
Yeah, I'll wipe my hands off on the litigator suit and then go.
Okay. All right. So Buck, you're still hanging from the hoverboard.
Yes.
What are you going to do here?
I want to kind of like try to lift myself up. Well, really, what I want to do is I want to get on top and take the rifle
Okay.
Get a better weapon. But I'm going in with claws and fangs this time.
Okay.
Trying to do enough damage to startle and take the guards. Weapons. So got whoop ass, and then claws and fangs gives me 2d4, and also still with the intent of like getting the guard off the hoverboard. So like I think wrestling in there as well, trying to just wrestle and overcome, and so
Yeah.
using my wrestler look.
Sounds good.
Gonna throw as many dice at this as I can. Ride or die d4. Yeah, let's build that up some more. It'll be good. 3 successes.
Nice.
Good job.
All right, so I'm gonna do it. Oh, I mean, I could just. I mean, my intent was to disarm, so I feel like I don't really need to spend for that, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You do
Okay.
it as you've got the rifle.
Yep. So I'd say with that, no blowback and a d6 boost.
Okay. You could also just do a knockback to send the guard flying off the board.
Oh, yeah,
Just
okay.
have the board.
Yeah, that sounds perfect, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Kind of grab the rifle, kick her real good, just.
Yeah. Guard's gone. Okay. So you got a hoverboard. You see Anita. Anita comes out, shouts for people to clear out. Averbot's clearing out. James is still tussling with the other Imagineer. But you've got your hoverboard now.
Oh yeah.
What is the other litigator doing? Clipboard litigator.
Hiding behind their clipboard.
Nice.
They're just a lawyer.
Awesome. Yeah, as Averbot walks by, he does that thing where like you kind of
That's right. Yeah, if I can mush Sam off of me, I am also running for the hangar.
Okay.
The time for the tank is over.
Sounds good. Okay, yeah, let's see if you can get away.
All right. I'm using muscle. I have a D8 for muscle. Can I use? Is this a rifle or is this a pistol?
It's a pistol. So we'll say it's a D6.
Yeah, I don't want to shoot her, but if I can use it to make her let me go.
Yeah, you
Or
just
pistol whip
intimidate.
it. Yeah.
Or pistol whip. Yeah, either way. Yeah.
Get off me.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yes.
go.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh, look at that. I got 2.
All right,
Woohoo!
great.
You got 3.
Is that
3?
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, because an 8 is 2, and then
Yep.
a 4 is 3.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I do it. No blowback. And I cause panic.
I'll share that roll
Nice.
for those watching at home.
Panic at the launch
Awesome.
pad.
All right. Yep. So Sam freaks out and runs back into the tank and starts closing the hatch and lets you go. So you're free to run.
Yeah, I'm hoofing it to the hangar too.
Okay. So everyone's cleared out, Anita. You've got your detonator.
There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. And then I think she tries pushing the button. It doesn't work, so she just sends a zap through it manually.
Okay, cool. So the way your power works, you take a damage. So you're just it takes a lot of intensity to use your power, and then you'll get to make an action roll. And just like any other action roll, you can choose what skill you want to use. So you're trying to make this this explosive device detonate properly. So you could use science.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to kind of like control your power to manipulate the machinery or whatever. So you get one extra die for every hazard that you have, but instead of counting against you, it's going to count for you. So the way the power that you have works, the more damage you've taken, the more powerful you are. So you'll automatically take 1 damage for using it. So that's going to give you 1 extra die.
All right. I do not have any other damage at the moment.
Okay. And then there's a D4 and a D6 in Rider Die. And do you have let's see, do you have a looker gear that can help you?
Yeah, we'll say the Afrogoth works here because it's got the lightning bolts kind of all over the vest and
I like it.
And the hazard die is a D6, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, putting together your
helps. Yeah.
Okay. Putting together your dice pool is a lot more smooth when you can just pick up physical dice.
Ooh.
Oh
1,
my
2,
goodness.
3, 4 successes.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna share a screen for that roll again. It's pretty good.
So I do
There
it.
you go.
There's no blowback. And we'll do a boost.
Okay. Yeah, I think for this, we can just say it's extra damage.
Perfect.
For the last 2. We'll just fudge the rules a little bit since you're making a giant boot there. Okay, so do you want to, Nisha? Do you want to describe what this looks like when it explodes?
Yeah, so you there's a second where she's like standing and she's staring at the thing, and she like you see like sparks come out of her hand, and then 2 seconds later, like whoosh, and there's like a fireball on the launch pad, and there's like smoking bits start coming back down, and ding, 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 and you kind of hear them hitting the ground as little bits of the pieces fall down, and there's pretty much, I mean, the funny thing is the launch pad itself is still intact because that thing was meant to
Right.
withstand a rocket launching from it, but there's no more rocket.
Awesome. In the blast, the hoverboards are still flying around. They get hit by the shockwave.
Yeah.
I'm imagining, since this is like a big electrical thing, that there is just like this wash of electrical energy that blasts out. It hits the hover tank. The hover tank shorts out and then gets hit by the fireball and engulfed by the fireball, and it crashes to the ground. Imagineer tech is all sort of like linked together, and this hover tank was the brain of this unit. So all of the drones and all of the hoverboards also simultaneously fail.
Damn it.
They're bad for Buck. So their entire convoy is shut down as the hover tank is hit by the explosion.
Nice.
So the explosion clears, and there's, amidst the remaining wreckage there on the launch pad, we just have Anita standing there. probably still crackling with electrical energy.
Nice.
Nice.
See? Earth-shattering kaboom.
Buck's a little offended you've never shown him that you could do that before.
Huh. I wonder if she remembered she could do that until just now.
Okay. So you have stopped the Imagineers from gaining control of the rocket and its contents.
Check.
As you're all groggily waking up from recovering from the explosion, you are hit by a vision from Mother Earth, showing. So you once more have the sense of your body is actually the planet Earth, the blue orb, and you feel a sensation of pain as there's this explosion, but then also this sense of relief. And you get the feeling that
a pimple.
Right. So you get the sensation that you've done a good deed for Mother Earth here.
Hooray!
So I guess at this point, why don't we do sort of an epilogue here, and maybe we could have everybody sort of take a turn saying kind of what they think happens next for their character, the world, either one or both. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Should we do that after a break? We've been at it.
Yeah, that would
for
be
a
fine.
while.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Take 10 minutes, and we'll come back. We'll do an epilogue, and then we'll do some talking.
Yeah.
Until then, it's feeding the ducks. We'll see everybody in 10. Oh,
Feed the ducks.
Yeah.
Still don't know what this has to do with ducks. I really don't.